Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Call of Cthulhu one-shot for Spooky Halloween at the Cackling Dracolich Inn. I forgot to say that last time.
Cackling Drac. I really like that.
Jay thought of that.
That's good job, Jay.
Yeah. You did it.
So five.
This is a Call of Cthulhu episode, as I said. It takes place in the 20s, the Prohibition era, classic Call of Cthulhu, 1926. And this scenario is called The Lightless Beacon, which is available for free on the Chaosium website in honor of Greg Stafford, the founder of Chaosium, hashtag weareallus. So, let's get started. You all are on the night boat to Rockport. For whatever reason, you would like to be on the night boat to Rockport. It's off the coast of Massachusetts, and might have business relations, anything in that area. Let's go over characters and introduce them. Jay, would you like to tell us about your character?
I am playing Jeannette Teal, a traveling artist who is searching for her muse.
Timothy.
I am Theosophus Perkin Teddie Bauer. I'm a dilettante, and I am moneyed and following hunches.
Okay. And Daniel.
Hey there, I'm Wally. Wally Wynne. Some people like to call me Wall because I'm real big and my name's Wally.
Thanks for explaining it, Wally. It was unclear. I love it. Okay.
It's short for Wallace.
As in without walls.
Yes.
I see what you did there. Well, I mean, I technically wasn't born in this country, just no one's asked me to leave yet, so I guess technically I'm here because we're without walls, if you think about it.
I wasn't born in this country either, old man. Steady on. It's all right.
Okay.
We make our way in the world.
Here we go. Okay. So yeah, it's getting to be nighttime. It's about 8 o'clock, April, so the sun's finally down, and you can see off in the distance there is a lighthouse strobing and flashing, and walking around the ship. It's a mixed ship of cargo and passengers, and you've heard a couple of the crewmen kind of whispering that they're trying to get in quick because a storm's coming.
Is there cabins inside, that sort of thing?
Yes, yeah. Pretty small. The ferry's not terribly... It's not a long ferry ride, so they're not even necessarily like full beds. They're kind of like day cots that you just walk in and you lay down if you're feeling tired or uncomfortable or seasick.
Right. And is it visibly storming?
You can see off in the distance, as the sun has set and gotten real low, you can see an ominous band of dark clouds, but it's not currently raining or thundering or anything like that.
How scenic is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say very scenic. Let's say an 8.
Oh, did you get a load of that one?
Just staring at a sketchbook, oblivious to anything else, people trying to rush me inside.
I like to imagine Wally's actually probably working at the moment. I probably just doing an odd job, something like, hey, we need X amount of people to lift things and move stuff. And Wally was like, yeah, I like to lift things and move stuff. So he probably is working at the moment.
Okay.
Highly informal.
Teddie's having a look over the side, leaning on the rail. Rather fancies a good storm now and then, so sort of soaking in the change in the air and the temperature and the lights and the ions and all of that. Turning up my collar.
Okay, yeah. So all standing about, and very suddenly, the ship is shrouded in darkness, and if you all look up, you can see the lighthouse has gone out.
Ah, jeez.
And the crew is panicking.
I roll to Cthulhu.
Interesting. Go ahead.
I mean, technically, any roll is a roll for Cthulhu if you get a 1, so don't get any 1s.
Yeah, no ones.
All right.
Actually, no, it's 100.
Is there anything I could do to maybe help the crew get to shore safely?
Do you have either navigate or pilot boat?
I have pilot aircraft, and I have operate heavy machinery, and also navigate.
Okay, you might be able to help them in the engine room, but if you were just kind of like a longshoreman on for the ride, they probably won't let you into the cabin to navigate. You might be able to yell at them and kind of bang on the door, but if you don't have pilot boat, they might not let you in there. You could try and go down to the engine room.
If I pull out my medals from the war, will they let me into the engine?
They will flash back their own medals and say, "Yes, son, we got this."
No, I'll go to the engine room.
Okay.
I feel like my talents would be more useful there.
So,
are we? I say, old man, are we frightfully close to the shore? Or?
First of all, I'm 26. Second of all,
sorry, it's a rather turn of phrase. You got a bit of Anyway.
Look, guys, it's a war injury. I keep the bandana on so people don't freak out. But anyways,
it's very becoming. I'm not sure what, but
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna head down to the engine room, see if there's any help I can do there. I'm more used to planes and boats, so I'll be right back.
I see. Can I spot just to? What do I do just to see how close are we to shore?
You all are. Oops, close that. You're fairly close to shore. It's actually a little dangerous how close to shore you are because you have a chance to hit the rocks.
Right. And are there lifeboats?
There are lifeboats.
Is there no captain or anyone in charge?
There is a captain, but he seems to be kind of locked in the cabin area, like the navigation cockpit, whatever a boat cockpit is. The deck.
Well, I mean,
front mast.
Yeah, they are professionals. I'm sure they know what they're doing. I mean, we could drop anchor and go to shore and boats, but being in the open sea in the storm, could be rather tricky endeavor. Yeah. I mean, we could set out on our own. I mean, is that where we're going? Hello, I'm Teddie.
Oh, are you trying to talk to the captain or one of these?
My friends here. Yeah. Just on deck. I'm just chatting genially about.
Look, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I can just abandon these guys. They did hire me after all, specifically to deal with stuff like this in the engine room and whatnot.
Oh, so I mean, do you know? What's the protocol? What's happening?
What's the protocol, Andy?
At this point, you all hear a loud scraping noise, and the crew starts shouting, "Abandon ship."
Well, that's the protocol.
Right. After you, steady on. How close are we to the boats?
You're not very far from a lifeboat, and a couple crewmen kind of start gesturing you towards one, corralling you into it, and they tell you that with the storm coming, you won't make mainland. You have to go to Beacon Island, which is where the lighthouse is.
I'm gonna say to them, I may be able to get that lighthouse working if I'm able to get up there.
They will say, if you can, that'd be great, because there are other ships out here tonight. It's not like this is the only ferry.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's of paramount importance.
Yeah.
Get the light going. Steady on. Yes, you know.
So yeah, I am gonna grab my tool bag, my trusty tool bag.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure that I don't want this to be like the Titanic, where it's a bunch of half-empty lifeboats lowered into the water.
This ship looks more reasonably like the ratio of people to lifeboats seems a lot more reasonable.
I think this is just after the Titanic, which might be why.
Yeah, probably.
Being sunken by plot, not by hubris.
Yes. I forced this thing.
All right, so yeah.
Okay.
And if there's like an oar, I will. I'm assuming I can do that.
Oh yeah. So they the crewman makes sure you're in the boat, hits the lever, and you lower into the water. You detach the ropes, and you start to row along to the island, which you can see is not terribly far from you right now. You probably hit rocks from the island. And go ahead.
Imagine this lifeboat is probably full of children.
Please, sir.
I'm so sorry, guys. I've just tripled the stakes.
How many to a boat?
For plot convenience, it's just the three of you.
Oh,
how convenient.
There are other boats nearby.
There are other boats nearby. Because it's the night boat, it wasn't terribly crowded.
okay. Good.
They were probably hauling more cargo than people, so you can see other boats hitting the water.
So, is it like a commuter boat, or is it
half
like
commuter, half cargo? I think.
Yeah, it is like a commuter boat, but they also have like cargo and below deck and stuff like that.
Is there room enough on the door for 2 people?
I mean, plenty of room, but you know, Rose is kind of insisting you just swim in the water. It's for the best.
Into the water.
No, just
She's
go
a
quietly.
door hog.
Shh. This is more tragic. This is my tragic backstory.
It's the middle of July. He's fine. Actually, I don't know when the Titanic took place.
Well, there was an iceberg around, so
That's true.
Water was cold.
It's true.
Sorry.
He is helping. He wants to play
Cthulhu.
He does want to
she's
play.
Dreamland's cat.
Okay. Can I get a combined know and spot hidden roll? So what that is you roll the dice once, and you tell me if it succeeds on know, spot hidden, or both.
Know what?
What do you have no for?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, no is... What do you mean? Like, whatever you have history in or something? Or?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, you know what?
Because it depends on what we're talking about.
Me...
For natural world, I've got a score. For occult, I have a score. For history, I have a score.
Oh, you know what? I think it is natural world. Oh, no, it's not.
Okay.
It's... No, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Sure.
Look, I fail either way. So.
Okay, well,
I'll just roll, right?
Yeah, you roll, and we'll see.
Oh, good.
Let me see.
Whatever it is, I think I made it. You have to roll under, right?
Yes. No,
yeah,
32.
I rolled 03, so I think I made whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you might have critically made it, even.
I think I did, actually. For Spot Hidden, I did. For Natural World, I did. For Occult, I did. History, I did as well. For Latin, I did. Not for Gaelic.
Now you're just showing off.
For I'm just saying, it's a 3. I'm just most
yeah, it's
really
good.
Pretty
much everything.
That's gonna.
Unless
if it's anything that has an automatic score, like.
Yeah, you would succeed on a disguise check if you
would have just succeeded on something with like as little as a 5%.
Right. Well, brawling again. I mean, I'm not trained in it, but my basic. I
fight the darkness.
Right, exactly. No gazebo will be safe before my wrath.
Okay, well, I will get the actual answer to this in a minute, but Teddie definitely succeeds. Jay, how did you do?
Jeannette is too busy trying to keep water off her sketchbook and art supplies to be of any help.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, if it's just a regular no check, it's your education score. So you have to roll under education. So Teddie definitely succeeds with his 03.
I still failed.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you...
It's a bad roll.
As you are... Yeah, and that just happens. As Wally is rowing the boat, you hear and feel something hit the little rowboat. And Teddie, peeking over, you can see it's a big chunk of metal. The no roll suggests that it looks like it's part of a ship, but it's not part of the ship you just left. It's too broken up to be part of that ship already. That ship hasn't broken apart yet. It's still sinking. Mm-hmm. And you can't think of a shipwreck in the area recently. And you reveal no identifying marks on the metal, and judging by the relatively small number of barnacles on it, it hasn't been here very long, but it's been in the water long enough that it has barnacles.
Right. Yes. Is this something I see in the water?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sticking up, and the water, but somehow in the light I can see, just because of the moon or something?
Yeah, because there aren't quite clouds above you yet, and it's a bright enough night that you can see that in the moonlight.
1926. The water's not polluted.
Yes, nice. The water's clear.
Clear as a crystal bell. I say, old man, did you see that? That ship under there?
Jeez.
You want to... Can you see that? Pardon me?
I see it. I'm not touching it. I don't want to get... do we know what tetanus is yet?
I wasn't...
Probably know what it is.
It was a contemporary Plutarch, I think.
Yes! You probably call it the lockjaw at this point, too, but...
Yes.
Yeah.
He's an exotic hound with teleportation abilities. Do you see that? Pardon me, miss. Did you see that in the water? The ship?
What? You mentioned that to her. She looks over the edge and sees a ship underwater. Sketchbook comes out. Pencil.
Very nice. How close are we to the shore?
At this point, you all are about, let's say, 100 yards from the shore. So, with the rate that the big, strong Wally is rowing, you all get there in a couple minutes.
I have a +2 size mod.
Mm-hmm. So I imagine he's like filling up the back end of the tiny rowboat, and the two of you...
We're like in the front of the boat, like sticking up, perched. That's how I could get the view to see the ship.
Eat your vegetables, kids.
Yes.
Climb up on his shoulders, use him as a crow's nest.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, we do eventually reach shore.
Yes. So, you all reach a small pier that you can get up onto the you get up onto the pier. You can tie it to it. You can see sort of thanks to the moonlight, small little rowboats out in the distance. They seem to be struggling a little bit more. They don't have quite the same advantage of the big strong Wally.
Their boats are less structural.
Yes.
Should I go out and get them?
Is there a light that we have?
So, yeah, you all can have a little lantern, which is also probably the other thing that you saw the piece of wreckage with. A lantern or a little handheld flashlight.
Is there any way we could have two things?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Can we leave one on the edge of the pier for the other boats so they know where it is?
Okay, yeah.
So I'll take I don't know if there's a bit of rope to lash.
No, 1 second. I have to check if those have been invented yet.
But yeah, you want to tie? What do you want to tie up, Timothy?
Just lash it to whatever the post, so it's not just set on the edge, so that it's tied up.
Okay. Yes.
Just as a point of reference for the incoming boats.
Okay.
Because I was in the Air Force. There's like a solid chance I have a flare. Yeah, flares exist.
I was going to say that was probably a World War I invention.
Probably part of an emergency kit too, particularly post-Titanic.
That was a disaster. My great uncle was on that ship.
Can we not talk about the Titanic, guys? It's too soon.
Yes, I know.
Okay. So
no, I will break a flare. Whatever you do to activate a flare, I've never used one.
You do kind of snap at the end of it, usually, I think.
Fast flare.
Yes, rather hot.
Anyways, when in doubt, flares out.
Okay. Yep. That was the Air Force motto.
Did not work so well if you were in enemy territory.
Because whenever you're panicking, regardless of the situation, you want everyone to know exactly where you are.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Were there flare guns? That's the question.
That's a good question.
Because that weaponizes it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really rather not fuck around with that, especially not near this old lighthouse.
Just, speculating, old man.
So, indeed, you're on the pier, you see a small dirt path, and then there is a lighthouse and a couple little buildings around it. And you all can
1942, for the record.
For the flare gun?
Yep.
Okay, so we're...
A little early.
Yeah, Teddie might think, now if only we could shoot it.
Some enterprising person might stand to make a bit of money. Speaking of profiteering, old man.
And you all can hear the faint churning of machinery.
What year is it, by the way, like in-game?
26.
Okay, then my character is probably a little bit older.
Yes.
Not much, though.
I'm about How old are you? 20?
20. He was 26. He's now 28 because I realized time-wise it was like very narrow.
So I'm about 8 years older than you.
Yeah. So Wally will take the lantern with his toolbox, and he's probably going to head straight to the lighthouse.
Yes,
Going to try and see if we can fix that.
Okay.
Walk together, eh?
Jeannette will follow.
Stay close, everybody.
Okay. So as you approach, you can see that there is the cottage in front of the lighthouse. And as you do, you notice that the door is slightly ajar and a steady glow can be seen coming from within. On either side of the door is a window. Thin curtains are drawn over both, but a warm, welcoming light shines through those on the left. And then there's a path that continues around to the back of the lighthouse. Can I get spot hidden rolls again, please?
All right, you're going to try to not do me dirty this time, dice. That's better.
Spot hidden. I did not do well. I did 38, and my spot hidden is 30. So.
Okay. Which now
I succeeded.
Okay, so 1 success.
Nope.
Okay. I do use the optional rule of spending luck points. So if you have a luck score, you can lower the roll by spending the equivalent number of luck points. But in this case, one person did succeed. You may not want to spend the luck points. But just so it is out there. And if you don't have a luck score, Jay, if you're using a pre-gen, roll 3d6 for your luck score.
And then multiply that by something or other.
Yeah,
let's see. It's on here. 3d6 times 5. Okay, but Wally, you see small, muddy, animal-like footprints are in front of the main cottage door. And you can see even beneath those, there are distinct boot prints. So it looks like someone was walking around out here, and then it was some animal came and kind of tracked all over the place.
Ah, jeez, a bear. Wait a second, how could a bear get on an island? Doesn't make any sense.
Swam.
It can swim.
What's that? A bear? Where? Where's a bear?
It's just... Anyways, Wally will...
Go ahead.
Wally's gonna rush to the door, thinking that there is actually a bear in there.
Well, can I get a natural world or a science, biology, or zoology check from everyone?
Sure.
I might as well, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah, there's nothing other than... I mean, botching might hurt you, but...
Nope. 69.
Okay.
Nice.
82. These dice have forgotten that they're playing Call of Cthulhu.
Apparently.
Yeah, I know. My dice want to be high rolling too.
I got a... I don't suppose first aid would work.
Not quite, no.
Okay. No, I'm almost positive that is a. You said natural world, right?
Yeah, natural world or either biology or zoology, which are science scores.
Okay, then no.
Okay. Yeah. You can't tell anything about the footprints then, so you might think they're a bear.
So Wally is going to sort of knock on the door when he gets there.
Okay, yeah, and the door just creaks further open.
Is there a bear in here?
Hello? Bear?
Steady on. If there's a bear around, I'm going to pull out my elephant gun.
You're really polite to
Just has with him.
It's right here.
Oh, how did we not
traveling.
notice that?
Here in my valise.
It's okay, I got a Luger Morph in my pocket. I'm not one to talk.
I have a 38 and my sword cane here as well. Sorry, my walking stick as well.
I could throw a sketchbook at someone.
Why on earth would you want to do that, darling? Your drawings are beautiful.
I'm apparently the one person on the ship that didn't leave covered in weapons.
Well, sorry, I'm traveling. I follow leads across the globe.
Got it from
Anyway.
the war.
I haven't my car with me, so, I have to carry it to my valise.
Anyways, Wallace is going to actually call inside. It's like, hey, is there a bear in here?
A
We're
bear
gonna come
walks out and
in.
says, "Thank God you guys are here." No,
There's a bear in there and he's talking to you.
yeah.
Hello?
No, yeah, you call around and there is no response.
Ah, jeez.
Steady on, old man. Why do you think there's a bear?
I don't know, animal tracks. I'm assuming the worst here.
Yeah, So what do the tracks look like if we don't know what they are? I mean, are is a miss on the score that we can identify them, or that they're too jumbled to make out?
They're a little too jumbled to make out for you guys. You would say they aren't quite bear tracks. They look a little more, even with the jumble, even
like
with the miss. They look more like kind of webbed. They're kind of like duck prints.
Huh.
Oh no, a goose! This is an emergency, guys!
Press Y to honk.
Feral geese. Oh no. I'm glad I brought this elephant gun, all right.
You might need another one of those.
What's about you? They're clever and beastly. Terrible tempers.
Honk.
Do we smell geese shit? I'm gonna make us.
You do
Is
not.
that spot hidden for smell or what?
Oh, is there not a? There's a listen score. I don't know if there's a.
There's a
smell
survival.
Survival for smell?
I don't know.
I would think smell's a passive thing, though.
Yeah, you do not smell goose shit. No.
Unless I've been shot in the face or something. I don't smell the shit, and that's usually a telltale sign of habitation. Perhaps they came in, ran amok, and left. But it's warm inside and warmly inviting.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like stuff was interrupted suddenly?
Let's see.
That sort of...
So, let me pull up my map. So you enter the hallway. So the hallway is currently not lit, but you saw that there was a lit room from the outside. You can see that there are light switches and light bulbs there. So there is electricity running through the lighthouse sill, and by evidence by the room, one of the other rooms being lit, it's still working. So
the machinery we heard is indicative of whatever mechanical infrastructure they have.
Yeah, it's probably a generator of some kind. Based on
so that's all working.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems to be working. Do we get any sense of how recent these tracks are? Our scores? Is that another separate check, or is that part of the initial check? Or what does it look like in the room? Does it look like the room has been recently vacated?
Let's see. The room looks like it has been...
We're in a dark part of the room.
You're in a dark part of the room, but you can see that there are 3 hooks, and only 2 of them have raincoats on them. So, presumably, someone was recently here, took a raincoat. Let's see. And 2 lanterns are still hanging from hooks. An empty hook suggesting 1 lamp is missing.
And also suggesting there may be 2 people yet inside.
Yes.
Alright, well, I would prefer to head to the lighthouse, but I'm a little worried now that something's gone on a little here.
Hello, bear? Or maybe goose?
I think we might be past bear and goose.
Steady on, could be a goose bear.
Come on, there's no such thing as gooseberries.
That would be terrifying.
Well, that's where you get gooseberries from, I think.
You see Wally, just for a second, it's like...
We're doing it again. I don't think Call of Cthulhu is supposed to be this funny.
Sorry, old man. Old woman, lady. Pardon me, dear. Sorry. Received a knock on the head in a fist fight some years ago, so I got this scar. Anyway. Should we go? I mean, is the door?
Let's go inside.
Yes.
I'm a little because Wally is now worried that something is going on in this house.
Okay. And you all have a lantern, so you start to illuminate this hallway. So yeah, you see the evidence that there are 3 total lighthouse caretakers. One of them seems to have gone outside, and 2 of them should be in here. Can I get spot hidden rolls again, please?
4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. Well, my last
No, not
one was
you, not
69. Before that was like 80.
I got a 51.
Okay.
So
When my spot hidden score is 50.
Success.
So
I'm gonna use luck.
okay.
Luck.
So we have 1 success, an extreme success, and Jeannette.
Success.
Okay. So as Teddie, you're holding the lantern, right?
I have the elephant gun.
Okay, so someone else is probably holding the lantern at this point.
Wally has the lantern.
Okay, so
and
Wally...
in the other he's probably.
Man, what's this?
So you notice, lodged in the hallway floor are 2 bullets.
Jeez.
Oh.
That's still warm.
And
are they still warm?
They look like they were fired recently with the extreme success. And again, with that extreme success, you can kind of angle it out so that you deduce that the bullets were probably fired from someone positioned a couple of steps up the stairwell that you can vaguely see at the end of this hallway. The light hasn't quite touched it yet.
Okay, so Wally, old man, aim the light over there, will you?
Wally will pointedly take out his Luger and aim the light over there.
Okay.
The gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun.
And the gun.
Okay. As you take a couple steps forward and extend the lantern at the very base of the stairs, into one of the other doors you can see open, you see a slick puddle of dark red blood.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right. War instincts kicking in. Is there like a hood on this lantern?
Sure.
Wally's going to lower it and sort of try and dim it, so as not to I'm not great at stealth. So as not to make too much of a scene.
Okay.
And he's going to slowly creep over to the room where the trail of blood is coming out.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's stealth.
Yes, if you want to move quietly, then yes, a stealth check.
Wally's not great at that.
Steady on, old man. I'll cover you.
Holy shit, I actually succeeded.
Nice.
Okay.
No, I got an 11, and I'm actually going to use another luck point to push that into a hard success.
Okay. So very quietly, for such a large man, while he gets low, seems to even avoid some of the creaking floorboards. And, hey, sorry about that. Okay.
We beat Cthulhu off screen. It was great.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Much nicer chap than he gets credit. Actually gave us all tea and cake. Very nice.
So Wally is sneaking up and got a hard success. And as you do, Wally, right at the kind of the start of the blood smear, you can see 3 large-ish gold coins scattered right in front of the blood.
Like just nothing else? There's nothing at the end of the...
Oh, no, there is, but I just wanted to say that. And then... So then the other thing is you can see that
later.
The door is going into the kitchen. And peeking your head in, You don't see anyone in the kitchen. The kitchen has some dirty plates and a sauce pot in the sink, a table with 3 chairs, and 3 doors, one leading outside, one to the hallway, and one to another room. There's a small wood fire stove. It's still... it looks like it was recently put out, the wood fire stove. Like it either...
Smoking?
Yeah, you can see embers in it, and it looks like there's a tea kettle on it that is kind of still even... Maybe a little bit of wisps of steam are coming out of it.
And the blood trail, does that go to one of the 3 doors?
Yeah, so that's the door that you're kind of looking in through the hallway. So one of the chairs... there's a broken chair on the floor and then a small pool of blood. And
then a small what?
Pool of blood. So the pool of blood you're looking at is next to a broken chair. Yeah.
So it looks as though something happened on the chair and then they went through the way that I'm going.
Maybe. Here, or maybe that crap. Maybe that the door kind of dragged the blood out. Let me try and show you my tablet. It's usually a little hard. Let's see. There we go.
So it's just in the kitchen.
It's mostly in the kitchen, and then there's smeared outside here.
Jeez. Now the blood, I'm assuming does it look fresh, or would I know that? Or?
It's still a little sticky, yeah. It's not fully dried yet.
Okay. And am I, he didn't just fall off the chair, right?
No, there's a lot more blood than that.
Okay. Looks like something happened here.
Yeah. And these coins, are they old coins?
So if you pick them up, and look at the one side of the coin appears to depict an obelisk, and the other is covered in strange sigils, and disturbing designs. And you can give me an occult check, Teddie, which I know you're actually pretty good at.
Yeah.
Both of those things are
and believe it or not, I just rolled another O.
Nice. Okay.
So that is an extreme success. I will show you a picture of it right now if you want to see it.
Keep these dice for every Call of Cthulhu from now on.
It's a good thing Teddie is on point because Jeannette is currently trying her best not to scream.
Okay. So, with an extreme success, a occult roll, you know that for sure the symbols and the runes hold some sort of deeper meaning, and you're not quite sure of exactly what they mean, but they are similar to those used by remote religious tribes in the South Seas. And there's definitely an underlying aquatic theme to the coin's designs.
Huh.
It's beginning to look a lot like fishmen.
All around. I know that tune.
I like to look around for fish. Well, not for fishmen specifically, but in general, this room looks like it could use some investigation.
I'm going to pocket the coins.
Okay.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there? You said like 3 or something?
There are 3 right here, yes.
Okay.
Add 3 gold to your inventory.
I will. Rather, I mean...
She at least gonna wash them first?
Well... Not yet. It might be evidential. And
better put fingerprints on them.
Yeah.
The Forcenix hasn't been invented yet.
Alienness have been around. Well, pocket them, and you, yes. Steady on. Some strange, folks, these coins are indicative of things like perhaps in South cults. Rather tricky business. Might be some, I don't know, untoward action at play here. I mean, beyond what is obvious already.
Yeah, I think it's best that we look through this place quickly and then see if we can get the lighthouse working again.
Well, yes, that would seem to be on point. I mean, if we know the electricity is working and yet it's not, stands to reason it's been perhaps sabotaged or deliberately shut off, if not destroyed. And now I'm wondering if it might be some nefarious purpose at work to perhaps drive boats such as ours into wreckage.
What do you make of this, Gene?
You're just staring, wide-eyed. Like, I was on a boat, now I'm in a creepy old house, and there's a puddle of blood?
Right. This probably does not look normal if you were not in war.
No! I can't say I've ever seen anything like this. I would have liked to have kept it that way.
Yeah, it's rather beastly.
Maybe there's some laudanum around here or something.
So from where you all are standing, there's a couple areas in this cottage. There are the stairs going up the lighthouse proper. In the kitchen, you can see there's a door going outside. And then there is a door to a study, which seems to have a light on. And then there are two doors behind you. One of them seems to go to the larder, and the other one looks like it might be a bedroom. Both the lights are off in those rooms.
If the study has a light on, I think maybe it behooves us to go there first.
Hold on, Wally. I'm trying to whisper this. Check those other rooms before we go on. Make sure no one's waiting.
Alright. Bedroom. Lantern.
I'm covering with elephant gun.
Okay, let's see. So the bunk room contains 3 neatly made beds. A large pile of books is stacked tidily in one corner of the room. And there are some cupboards, each holding soap, towels, fresh bedding, extra blankets. And yeah, how thoroughly would you like to search this room, Wally?
If there's nobody in it and that I can see right away, I'll open like the major, like if there's like an actual door somewhere in the room, I'll open it. But aside from that, I don't plan on spending much time here.
Okay.
I want to get in, get out.
See, there's a door into the room, and then other than that, there's the cabinets are really the only thing that have, like, that look like they have anything in them. The beds are kind of nothing, and there's no light on or anything. The beds look like they've not been used this evening. They're made.
All right, and I'd rather not incriminate myself by messing with them.
Okay.
Are any of the books particularly interesting?
Can you give me
Probably not, but
a spot hidden roll?
Should I also make that?
Sure.
Nope.
I succeeded.
Okay.
I'm keeping my wits. I'm keeping a watch while they're searching.
It looks like towards the very bottom of the pile of books, Wally pulls it out, and he feels like something's weird about it. And when you open it, it's been hollowed out, and there is a small notebook inside, another one of those gold coins, and 6 loose bullets.
I am going to immediately show it to our resident occultist expert. The
same coin.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was a notebook, right?
Yes.
Opening up that notebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Shining the lantern close so we can all read it.
So flipping through the notebook. Let's see, this is handout 3. Flipping through the notebook, it looks like whoever was writing this was kind of taking notes and positing questions, almost like a to-do list of like investigation topics. So the things listed are, and I can send you all a picture of this, but it's George Cassidy, previous criminal record, involved in smuggling. Lights on water, small rowboat. Found ship parts on North Shore. Found gold coin on North Shore. Bigger than just bootleg moonshine. What is going on? Smith said saw someone in trees and peering through window. Men on island at night? Croaking noise? Frogs?
Hope this isn't about us.
Yes, I would rather not croak.
No, I mean, like, I hope he wasn't just writing this and it's like, oh shit, there's people invading my house.
Is it still warm?
No, this looks like it wasn't freshly written.
Alright.
Strange. So the North Shore, where are we in relation to direction?
So you all are on the southern pier. So you'd have to go all the way around the island, which isn't very big, but all the way around the island to the North Shore.
Right. Let's... It's a bit of an important find. I'll stick it in my pocket.
And there's that other room. Should we check that as well?
Food.
Okay. So going across to the study. Pardon me. The study contains 3 armchairs, roughly in the center of the room. Door in the hallway, door in the kitchen. There is a roll-top writing desk on the outer wall. A small table. And both have wooden chairs next to them. The one on the writing desk currently lies on the floor. Suggesting maybe someone stood up quickly and it was knocked over when they stood up. Let's see. The table holds several books of maritime tales, a bird book, a repair book for the Lighthouse, a tobacco pipe, a pouch of tobacco, a pair of binoculars, a sketchbook, pencils, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, and paper.
The repair book for the Lighthouse, I am going to take with me. That seems important.
Okay. And then also, what appears to be a recently finished watercolor sits on that table beside a neat stack of other paintings.
I mean, that has Jeanette's attention. She's going to go and poke through those.
Okay.
Same. I'll look.
Let's see. So the freshly done watercolor appears to show a window, a dark shadow with wide eyes leering through the glass pane. The window can easily be identified as the same one next to the artist's desk.
Oh, shit.
Are there eyes in that window currently?
Looking up? No.
I catch Jeanette doing the same thing as I am. Checking the window at the same time. Like, wait, is that... Whoop.
Can I get from Jeanette an art craft roll?
Probably not, but we can try.
Really? I thought you'd be good at that one.
I have some visual art.
Okay.
10.
That is a hard success. That is a 20.
Excellent.
Nice. Oh no, 91.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention.
So, you can tell, looking quickly through the other paintings, this one is done in a much more sloppy style. It was executed in a hurry, whereas the other ones are like meticulous.
This, relates to perhaps that passage about eyes looking in, croaking. I mean, we saw webbing and I don't know, this frightful images on this coin, blood. I mean, perhaps it's some sort of frog-worshipping cultists wearing masks and frightening people, and I don't know what they want, but, there are people about who do things like this.
Glad you mentioned masks for a second. I thought you were talking about giant frogs. That would be crazy.
I mean, there is, archaeological evidence to suggest there have been giant species, gigantism and all of that. Earlier in history, it might, of course, explain legends of creatures and such like, but, we don't see them all around much today, so the world is still full.
Never heard stories of giant frogs off the coast of Massachusetts.
You have?
I have not.
Oh. Huh. Well,
You guys done with your frogology lesson?
I don't know. Are we? That remains to be seen. I mean, perhaps Wally's got a point there. I mean, we should make sure we're safe and get that light working in short order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeannette will also take the sketchbook from off of the table and just take it with her and just slowly leaf through it.
Okay. So, it looks like the sketches are corresponding to the paintings. Like the guy sketched them out and then painted them roughly. But there is one painting that does not have a corresponding sketch. And quickly looking back through the stack of watercolors, you see one of the nearby thickets with the lighthouse and one of the other small buildings. In the darkness of the path leading into the thicket is the silhouette of a man. And the painting is dated February 14th, 1926.
Valentine's Day.
Is Valentine's Day a thing yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Valentine was killed years and years, centuries ago, old man.
Never mind.
And then, yeah,
Fourth wall stuff.
So there is a roll-top desk in this room or the pathway up to the lighthouse.
Is the desk currently rolled or unrolled?
It is closed.
I will roll to desk.
Okay. So you slide it open, and you see a half-empty but still warm cup of coffee. And lots of stationery, envelopes, stamps, paper, bottles of ink, and a whole bunch of invoices for coin appraisals.
I think this guy's just as confused as we are.
Wait, warm coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Still around then, or this is recent. This indicates recent. So, whatever aggressors... I mean, that blood wasn't coagulate either. So, yes. Let's go up, eh?
All right.
As
Wally.
Teddie starts to list all of the things that are reminding Jeannette, oh, right, there was recent violence here. She scrunches up and tries not to panic again.
Steady on, old girl. We'll get out of this,
Okay. Can I get a library use check from everyone, and then we will go up the stairs.
Having fun apparently is hard, even if you have a library card.
25, which for me is a hard success.
Excellent.
7, critical success.
Ooh.
Woo! Yes.
So the two of you race to be bigger nerds. So the two of you, as Jeanette's flipping through the letters, you can see that the letters are all from. There's a bunch of letters with appraisals for the coins listing anywhere between $2 and $5, but under those and
That's
under
an entire week's wages.
Under a coin catalog, there are a series of letters from antique stores, librarians, and universities, each letter beginning with Dear Mr. Cassidy. And almost inevitably, the letter is an apology saying they have no idea what these coins could be, but if you bring them in, they can study them and tell you more, but based on the description, they do not know. And the final one is from a woman at the Newburyport Society. And this one says they recognize the coins you have described. Or at least I recognize the style of decoration, for we have a piece of similar origin here in our museum in Newburyport. As a result, I suspect your coin hails from nearby Innsmouth, and only the locals of that benighted town could tell you its true worth, to them at least. However, if you value your immortal soul, I strongly caution you against contacting any denizens of that place. No good ever came from dealings with Innsmouth.
Innsmouth.
And continues on, warning them, don't go to Innsmouth.
I bet he went to Innsmouth.
Probably went to Innsmouth.
Look, steady on. I mean, perhaps they're after these coins. What are the dates on the letters? How recent are these?
The last one, the one from Anna Tilton, is dated April 2nd, 1926.
And today's date is?
Today's date is...
April 23rd, Shakespeare's birthday. Oh!
April 12th.
Oh.
So, about 10 days old.
Right. Right. Okay. So, he's had them for a while, and now someone's come to kill him.
Oh dear.
Yes. Frog mask, culty, something.
Then we better get the fuck upstairs then.
Right. Do we know about Innsmouth?
Depends on how much time you spent in the area. Let's see.
If I am gonna say if Wally knows about Innsmouth, it's probably because of a sports rivalry.
You were on the swim team, were you? Did they beat you every year? Was that your story about that?
Yeah.
I rolled a Dagon.
Yeah, if people give me no checks, you might know a little bit about Innsmouth.
22.
Okay.
That is a hard success for education.
Okay.
That's a generic no check, right?
Yes. So just an education check.
Does matching your score get anything special, or is
it is just a success.
Okay, well I got a success.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
You wish you didn't know about Innsmouth.
So a little bit, you wish you didn't know about Innsmouth. Innsmouth has a very poor reputation. It's and all of you know this to some degree, but kind of confirming. Most of you are just like, yeah, confirming what the letter says. You don't want to go to Innsmouth, but Jeanette, you've heard that Innsmouth, the people there, there's like kind of like this weird inbreeding or something that happens there, and all the people's eyes are kind of weirdly far apart, and their skin's usually really like pale. And yeah, it's just one of those places where if you're not from Innsmouth, you don't go to Innsmouth.
Like Gary, Indiana.
Like Gary, Indiana.
Very fishy place, would you say?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a fishy reputation.
Well, we all know about Innsmouth.
Let's not go to Innsmouth. It's a scary place.
It is a silly place.
It's a
Model.
silly place.
Right. Wally, old man, do you want to lead or shall I?
I think I would be best if I led. Just because if there is a murderer here, I am quite experienced. Although I imagine you are also quite experienced, judged by the looks of you.
Well, you know, I've seen a bit of action. Been punched a few times, stabbed. You know. And that was just at school.
You ever been shot out of a sky by the Red Baron?
No.
That's a story I'll tell you another time.
Well, yes, did I say that sounds like a good one?
At least I find myself in capable hands.
Certainly.
Anyways, Wally will make his way upstairs to the study.
Or upstairs to the... You guys are in the study right now. You want to go up to the
lit room.
Okay.
Lighthouse.
The lighthouse. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going to like the lit room. You said.
Oh, that was the room you were
That's
just
where
in.
we've
Was the
been.
lit room?
So what was the third room?
Oh, there's a larder. There's nothing in there. It's
Okay.
like a pantry. Yeah, there's nothing in there.
To the lighthouse.
But yeah, the only thing notable about the pantry is it has a lot of supplies. Like, they could survive in here for months if they couldn't get back to land for some reason.
That makes sense.
So as you climb the stairs to the lighthouse service room, which is located immediately below the lantern room, you can see that there's the mechanism used to turn the lamp. Can be seen mounted to the ceiling. You know, it's a series of levers or pulleys and gears. And from the noise, the lighthouse beacon is still spinning. It's just not lit. And you can see that there is once you get up into this room, there's another set of stairs that goes into the lantern room itself. In this room, there are several boxes, a small workbench and tool bag. It looks like there's a work log, and on one of the workbenches is a radio set that looks like someone was trying to repair it.
Now, I think it would be a good idea to take a look at the lantern room.
Okay.
I've got my tools in one hand. I got my lantern in the other.
Okay. Head up into the lantern room then?
Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So...
Stick together.
You open the trap door, and you're immediately hit by the smell of blood.
The
Jeez.
smell of blood?
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
lot of it in this room.
Should we be...
Okay. All right.
So if you proceed, you can see that two of the lantern room's windows have been shattered, so there is wind and rain blowing in. So the metal decking is slippery underfoot. And then you can see there is blood from two corpses of young men, and in addition, two bizarre fish creatures. Can I get sanity checks from everyone, please?
May not, because as soon as Jeannette smelled blood, she stayed in the service room.
Then you do not have to make a sanity check.
Well, I rolled a 93.
Okay.
I rolled a 53, so I'm actually fine. I succeeded.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you still lose one sanity. And Teddie loses 2.
Okay, so I'm down to 78.
Okay.
And what was that from? Because I think you have to keep track of that.
That was from seeing the dead fish things, which look roughly like that.
It's beginning to look a lot like fishmen.
It's the Night King. No.
Oh, no, it's Ape Sapien. Sorry.
I like Ape Sapien.
Yeah, me too. I have a little plush of him, too, over here.
So,
That's kind of
tracking
repetitive.
the things that make us crazy?
Well, because apparently there's a maximum amount of sanity you can lose per creature.
There is, yeah. Once you know that fishmen are real, you're like, yeah, I'm not scared of fishmen anymore. I know they're real.
And then a squid man comes along and it freaks you the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot them with my elephant gun.
One
It's
of
like
the
a fair
one of the
response.
fishmen.
Both of them, if I can.
Okay.
I have two attacks, I think.
Okay.
Are they alive?
No, they are dead. They are dead on the
they're
ground.
dead.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were standing up and alive.
Oh no. So sorry. So there are two human corpses. There are two corpses, and two like straight up fishmen, which are all lying various around. One of the fishmen is latched on to the one of the men's neck, so it's like clamped onto the thing like a piranha. And they actually look roughly like that.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I'm going to approach with my Luger morph. I'm going to set my lantern down and approach with my Luger morph out
Okay.
and try to get a closer look at him.
Okay. First aid or medicine check will reveal some information about the corpses.
I have first aid.
Okay.
He's dead, Jim.
I would hope so.
That is actually a hard success.
Okay. First of all, he is dead, Jim.
I'm assuming that applies to all of them.
Yes.
But that one is wearing one of those little name stickers that says, "Hi, my name is Jim."
Alas, poor Jim.
More accurately, it says, "Hi, my name was Jim."
Yes. Crossed out. Okay. Let's see. Searching the various corpses reveals the bunny nurses. So, one of the corpses is a person. One of them is like a fishman hybrid, and then two of them are like fish creatures.
Now, the one with the neck digging into the neck, is that the fishman hybrid?
So the one of the people, the proper person, is the one who has one of the tiny fish creatures latched to its neck.
Like a little piranha, or like an actual like.
It's like the head of a piranha on like a child's body, but it's all like scaly and tough. So it's kind of like a halfling piranha.
Where piranhas? I knew it.
Yeah, obviously.
Now, good God, man, these aren't costumes, are they?
Oh God, I wish they were costumes.
Frightful. I'm gonna look about the room. Anything moving? Hiding?
Nothing seems to be moving or hiding, but if you have a natural world or science, that might tell you more.
I do have natural world.
Okay.
I rolled 04.
Okay.
Believe it or not. So that is a critical success.
Okay. So let me tell you some more in a second. And then the first you succeeded on your first aid check, right, Wally?
Yeah, I actually got a hard success.
Okay. So the person was shot twice, and that the bullet wounds led to his death.
Okay.
You're fairly certain of that. And it looks like the fish creature, the one next to the man, was shot through the head. He has a bullet wound through one of his eyes.
Now, are any of them holding a gun?
He is holding a gun.
The human?
Yes.
Okay.
He's holding a Colt M1877, which is a revolver, and it's still warm. It has no bullets in the chamber.
Let's see. 2 earlier from the living room. 2 from that guy. 1 from the fish.
Yeah, there should be 2 unaccounted for bullets.
Oh, it's a 7 chamber?
No, so sorry, there's 2 in the strange man, 2 in the fish creatures, and then 2 unaccounted for.
Oh, well, there were 2 at the bottom of the stairs.
Those aren't. If they're from this guy, they're not included in this one.
Okay.
Different caliber.
Yeah, they're a
Different
different.
caliber.
Let's say they're a different caliber.
Those were not from this.
I had a critical
gun because
success
not-
on that check before.
You
so
did,
I
so
can
yeah,
say-
you would know that they're not the same caliber.
Right.
So we'll get back to
Tell
that
by
in
the
a
holes.
second. And then Timothy got a critical success
For Natural World.
on Natural World. So let's see.
This is not from the natural world.
There's definitely that.
The successful check will definitely tell you that.
Let's see. A regular success indicates that the bullets which entered both the little fish creatures only killed them because they went into the softest, fleshiest, most vulnerable parts of the body. The rest of their scaly exteriors, although penetrable, are coarse and tough. No doubt providing the creatures with some form of natural armor. So they have a soft belly and a soft head, especially their eyes, which are very big.
Okay. I communicate observationally what I see to Wally and Jeannette, so they are aware of the weaknesses of these things as I have surmised them.
Gotcha.
So you're just gonna hear coming up from the trap door. How's it going up there?
It's great. Great.
It's just really
normal.
fixer-upper.
Should I come up?
How is it down there?
How
Unless it's bad down there, maybe stay down there, dear.
I'll stay down here then.
Okay. So in addition, because of the extreme success, Teddie also finds some slimy needles hidden within the creature's fins that it looks like it can shoot at enemies, and they are undoubtedly covered in some kind of poison.
Oh. Check this out, Wally. Are they able to be extracted? Removed?
Looks like you can pull them out from here, but
I do that with gloves.
yeah, you could pull them out. Yes.
Don't really have a kit for that.
Now, if you had pliers or something, you could.
I have
pry
pliers
it,
in my
but-
toolkit.
You do?
Yeah, I have a toolbox with me.
I'm standing in a tool room. You can probably ask for something and I can find it.
That too.
Is there a bottle, a container, or actually, is this some sort of cylindrical tube? Like a straw? Hey, have a look around, yeah? And Wally, hand me the
Specific,
file,
let me
please.
check.
Pull these things out and try and put them in a jar or something.
I am gonna say that Wally has an empty bottle or something.
Yeah, you guys can find certainly something in this this cottage that you can put them in.
Okay, well, extract them safely and drop them in the thing, and if there's any sort of what metal piping
On that, for Tim's idea for a blowgun, I went ahead and rolled a spot hidden and got a 3.
Okay.
Success.
So let's see. You're still in the Lighthouse service room. Yeah, let's say in the Lighthouse service room, you find some small metal piping that you could probably use as some sort of as rudimentary blowgun. It's copper or something. It's
like they have to do some kind of plumbing
yeah
repair periodically.
yeah.
Right?
It might be, the rung of a ladder or something.
Look, my mechanical repair is 50. I am positive I could jury rig that.
Totally, dude. Great. All right. Do you have any means of defending yourself or being aggressive?
No?
You want a knife?
Or
No?
poison blow dart, or
Let's maybe not overwhelm her with the whole.
I have well, you know.
You can
She's
just
got
sort
to
of
learn
see her
sometime.
starting to scrunch up again.
Darling, it's all right. Can we get the fire lit?
Yes, let's try and get this thing repaired. It's probably super windy in here, so if possible,
is
I'd
that
like-
what put it out?
maybe. But it's just the wind, the rain. You want to get those away from the light if you can.
Well, it is an electrical lamp. It's not a torch.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
The wind blew out the light bulb.
But if you
Strong wind.
either a mechanical repair or spot hidden check, please. From the
I have an
two-
electrical repair and mechanical repair and spot hidden, and they're all great.
Okay.
Time to fail all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I just 36.
You gotta be
I
kidding
failed.
me.
Failed.
I have a 30 spot hidden, but
from Teddie. Okay.
36.
Okay, I actually also failed. I'm going to use luck
Okay.
because I only failed by 5.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So
Yeah, I succeed.
So you figure out where the other 2 bullets went. One of them definitely shattered one of the glass windows. That's where the rain is coming from. 2, the other one shattered the lamp's lens. And you know that without a replacement lens, there is no way the lighthouse can be brought back to full working order. And
You happen to spot a lens in that shop.
with Jeannette's 03 spot hidden check earlier, you know there are no lenses downstairs. There are light bulbs. You can temporarily repair it, but you cannot permanently fix it.
And there are no spare lenses?
There are no spare lenses. They have to get them from the mainland, I guess.
For now, temporary repair is good enough.
Okay. And you succeeded on your mechanical repair check, right?
Electrical or mechanical, doesn't really matter.
So it'll take you 40 minutes, but you can do it.
Yeah, I'm. Is everyone else okay with that?
That's fine. We got to get this done. Now, do we have any signs of the other boats coming to the island?
You
The
haven't
other
heard
lifeboats?
anyone else get here, so it's either possible that they're simply waiting by the pier. They didn't decide to come up onto the island, or maybe the Coast Guard got them or something.
All right.
Or something else.
Or something else.
So we're still... There's one human accounted for.
Correct.
Well, only one of the coats was missing.
But there
Right.
should be 3 people.
3 people.
And you found one of them up here.
Uh-huh. And
One
we
of them is
found 2.
presumably outside somewhere, and you don't know where the third one is.
Right. And there must be another one. Is there any other place that seems unchecked?
Let's see. There... where's my map of the place? There are a couple of outbuildings that you haven't explored yet.
Mm-hmm.
So after I get the sort of lighthouse temporarily up and running, maybe we can go look at those.
Yeah. Meantime, let's stay together. I'll go down into the shop and facilitate the repair by handing up any things he might need that he doesn't have with his own stuff.
Okay.
And sort of keep Jeannette company and away from the upstairs, because I get the impression she wouldn't dig it. Yeah. So, and I've got a flask of whiskey. Fancy a bit of a stiff one. Keep the chill off.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's like, have a swig of whiskey. Hand him his flask back.
Okay. As you are sitting in there waiting for Wally to finish his repairs, you all hear a crashing noise from downstairs.
Oh.
How far into his 40-minute repair are we?
Like 35 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Is this something that I can, like... I'm just gonna put this on hold. We'll check out the crashing noise first. Unless it's, like, literally flick a switch and you're done.
Not quite.
Okay.
And it's down the stairs from us, we hear this?
Yeah, it sounds like it's in the cottage.
Alright.
Close the door.
Okay.
Try to push something heavy in front of it.
Does the door lock?
The door does not lock.
Guys, I think we
Try
should
to push
really
something
check
heavy
out
in
that...
front of it.
We
Okay.
can push Wally in front of it. Guys, I think we really ought to check that out. I'd rather confront them now and maybe get the drop on them rather than them get the drop on us if it's another fish thing. Oh, by the way, don't go up there, Gene.
I wasn't planning on it.
All right.
Thing.
Okay, let's see. Here we go.
So are we going to go confront them, or do you want me to finish fixing the lighthouse?
Jeannette is in the middle of trying to bar the door.
Okay, so yeah, you attempt to bar the door.
Is there stuff to bar the door with?
Yeah, there's some heavy tools and a workbench in here that you can push in front of it.
Is
Wally
there,
will aid.
like mending plates that we can like screw into the. We're gonna screw gun technology. Damn. Zip, 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 zip. Just keep the door closed. Nope.
You could probably nail some boards to it, but boards.
That will also draw attention to us.
Yeah.
So will moving a workbench, I feel.
Can I, like, just fully pick up the workbench and move it there?
No, it's pretty
you.
big and heavy metal. You can definitely push it. I don't think you can pick it up though.
We can't move it quietly.
No,
Point,
it's gonna
right?
be loud.
Okay. Well, I will finish the lighthouse repairs where you guys work on barricading that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay, so you all barricade, and then Wally finishes up the repairs on the lighthouse, flicks them on, and yeah, you can tell that looking at you, because you're not in the beacon, that would pretty much blind you, but when you go down the stairs a little bit and turn it on from there, you can tell that the beacon isn't as focused or bright as it should be because of the lens, but it's working enough that ships will not crash into the shore right now. So yeah, but at this point, Jeannette and Teddie, you can also hear that something is clanging its way up the stairs.
Right. And the gore hatch above us is also attached to a ladder. Is that right?
Yeah. So the door, there's a ladder that goes up into the beacon area.
The murder scene was.
Yes.
Yes. Jeannette, old girl, I'm wondering, maybe you want to retreat up into a place where you would feel happy to just keep your eyes closed for.
Okay.
Don't patronize her. Come on.
I'm not. I mean, do you want to just? Well, I suppose I am behaving fatherly.
Just like pulled her
I'm
hat
just
down
looking out
over
for you.
her eyes and is holding onto her sketchbook.
Yes.
Maybe patronize her a little bit.
See? I mean, behave as a father taught. Good side of that. Right. So maybe up the hatch and like aim the elephant gun down from the view and just wait for whatever comes through the door.
Okay. So let's see. Establish the order of attack, rank, and dex order. I'm trying to remember if it's been a while since I read these combat rules.
How many needles do we have?
Let's see. Hold on a second.
This morning he said 3, but we're gonna go ahead and go with whatever number he says.
200. The whole time you were repairing, I was plucking quills.
Yeah, they have. Well, they shot a couple. So you got 5 usable quills.
Cool.
I was gonna make like a glove with quills on it, but that would take too long.
For sure. Maybe at a different time. But okay, what's everyone's dex score?
50.
50?
50.
45.
Okay.
I think highest combat skill. If there's a tie for dex.
Okay. So Teddie and Wally, what are your combat skills then?
My highest is brawl with 50.
My highest is sword with. So, nope.
Okay. So we'll do Teddie, Wally, then Jeannette.
Although I have a rifle, elephant gun. So, in hand.
Sorry, what was your sword? I think it cut out.
Sword is 41.
So I think I'd actually go first.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Teddie, Wally, then Jeannette. Okay.
Or Wally, Teddie, then Jeannette.
Right. Sorry.
Wally fixing to punch him a Cthulhu.
Gonna punch that
More like
Cthulhu.
wrench him a Cthulhu.
Cthulhu man right in the face. Okay. So the door is burst down, and 2 of those hybrid fish creatures, the little piranha halfling things, lurch into the room. And you all are hiding up in the beacon, and they're idiots, so they do not understand. They know they heard noises in here, and they kind of start stalking around the room looking for all of you.
I know this probably isn't the most optimal thing. Wally was actually waiting right outside the door with a wrench.
Okay.
And just the moment he sees a fish thing,
Okay.
double-handed right over the head.
I told you where his weak spot is. The eyes and the soft.
The eyes and the belly.
So he's going for the head,
Okay.
basically like the eye area with his wrench.
So, okay, would you have worked out any sort of combo when, like would you have talked?
If you're
about...
right next to them, I might hit you with my gun.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Wally hits them, is Teddie gonna then immediately open the hatch and shoot? Like, are you gonna do like a sneak attack kind of thing, or?
I'd like to do a sneak attack.
Okay.
Well, if there's a risk of me getting shot, then we'll just do it with the Luger and the elephant gun from the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so then in that case, can I get 2 attack rolls? I'm going to, if you're aiming specifically for their heads, roll with a penalty die, but you'll ignore their armor if you hit.
Question, do we get a bonus die because we're sneaking and aiming?
Oh, yes. So cancel it out. So straight roll then.
Okay.
And what is the roll? It's the percentage?
So yeah, so roll to use your roll to attack, like roll your elephant gun under your elephant gun.
I don't have a great roll with my
I don't either.
firearm skill. Oh shit, I got it. 23.
Okay.
56, so I missed. I don't know if there's any spray. Probably not. Although I do have 2 attacks. 1 or 2.
I think I get
double
3.
barreled.
I think I get 3 with a Luger, actually.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so
Oh, and I rolled 03 for my second attack, which is a critical extreme success.
okay.
So, kaboom miss, kaboom hit.
Okay.
Hit him with the whole elephant.
Wait, do I get to take all 3 of the shots?
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes.
I think so.
'Cause I have a 38 too. That says 1 parentheses 3.
So the parentheses 3, do I get to take that every turn?
Let me see.
Or does it? Maybe you have to reload.
Well, it's a Luger, so it's got more than one
Luger
bullet.
has what? 6 shots?
8.
8 shots.
So I think it's
Uses
3
per round.
per round that he can do with it.
I mean, if it's 3 per round,
okay.
I'll use all 3.
So what it is? I do remember this. So it is, but every time you shoot past the first one, you incur more penalty dice. So if you shoot the first one, it's a regular shot. If you shoot the second one, it's with 1 penalty die, and the third one with 2 penalty die. I'm pretty sure.
So I'm willing to take the risk on the second shot. I did get 1 hit. Holy shit! That's a hard success on the second shot.
Yeah. So
Or, no,
yeah,
wait,
how does
right?
that
It's
work
a penalty die. It's a penalty die. Never
How
mind.
does that work for damage for an extreme success?
So for an extreme success,
So yeah, the second one didn't hit. Because of the penalty dice. The penalty dice is you roll another 10 die and then take the worst one.
you take the higher because you want to roll low. So
Well, the first one does hit. The second one does not.
okay, so let's see.
And my Luger deals 1d10 points of
100.
damage.
Let's see what extreme successes are in combat. Other forms of damage. Let's see. I think you inflict a major wound on them.
Oh, okay. So it's damage
my.
plus a condition, basically.
Yes, let me. But go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Damage.
Roll
You
my
guys-
damage.
You guys might be.
I got a 4.
Okay.
That is 11 plus 4, 15 points of damage.
Holy crap.
Well, it's 3 die 6 plus 4.
Hit him with the whole elephant.
Wait, 3d6 plus 4?
Yeah, it's an elephant gun. Dude.
Oh my,
Designed
right. I
to bring
forgot.
down big game.
Yeah.
I got like a Luger.
Let's see.
I have a
this,
38 as well, but you know, I'm a gadabout. I go about the globe. I'm an adventurer.
Let's see. 9mm automatic pistol. Elephant gun.
The elephant.
I got it.
Kills elephants.
1 die 10 is good though. For a
Mhm.
38 or a 45 or they all.
It's a
do 1
Luger.
die 10. Yeah. I have a 38, which does 1 die 10.
Hey,
too.
there's a lot of guns in Call. Like, there's stats for every little
man.
gun. It's like 3.5 in pole arms.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they've got Tommy guns. And I almost got a Browning, but I'm not proficient. So you have to take machine gun for that one.
Okay.
I have a sketchbook.
I would be proficient in machine gun. I think.
So, you both, aiming at separate of the fish creatures, Teddie just annihilates this thing's head. Like,
Boom!
like from scanners, just guts and brains and goop everywhere. The needles shoot out the back of its neck, like this spread everywhere. And Wally's Luger also kills the thing. It's just its head doesn't explode, but you know, straight through the eye, it slumps over onto the other one.
Oh.
I imagine that the first guy's head blows up and the other guy gets shot through the... You see the other guy's turn to look at his friend and then we see the tear of blood coming out of the shot. you got him with the single shot. It's like 2 extreme cases of death. And then he's like, ick.
Oh
Jeanette
my.
screams at the sound of gunfire.
Oh, shit.
Are your eyes
Just one of
open
those
up here,
screams,
Jeanette?
and then she catches up. No, she has her hat pulled down over her eyes.
Okay. It's very
Sensory
Yeah,
deprivation.
the only thing you know is it's very slippery up here.
It's gelatin.
Yes.
I know it's not, but thank you for trying.
There's a lot of heavy machinery. It's like, that's why it smells like iron so much. Metal.
Thank
Oh,
you for
boy.
trying.
Yeah, you might have to look for this one. I don't think we can get you down the ladder with your eyes closed.
You got me up the ladder.
True. You are rather large, Wally.
I can give her a piggyback ride, but like,
So are those the only 2 that we?
Yeah, so those
There may-
seem to be the only 2 fish creatures who have come to attack you.
by the way, I'm gonna make sure the Luger is full ammo before I do anything else.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna reload as well.
Yes.
Check.
And I'm gonna.
Quick.
There was the Colt on the ground, right?
Yes.
So I would like to ask Teddie for those bullets.
Here you are.
Load the Colt up.
Mhm.
I will hand it to Janine and say, "Look, just in case, I don't want you getting hurt.
I understand.
Just point this end away from you."
I know how a gun works. She actually does have a handgun, so
Oh, okay.
if you hand it to her and you're kind of surprised, she knows how to hold it.
She's like,
All right then.
Not
takes it apart,
quite.
puts it back together.
It's more
Not
like
quite.
she knows how to use it and not hurt herself with it in the process.
Fair enough.
Um,
Is there anything unusual about these particular fishy freaks?
no. But killing them does restore your sanity.
By how much?
Whatever we lost.
Yeah, Teddie gets 1, and... I'm sorry. Teddie gets 2, Wally gets 1.
Yay.
Murder give brain the good juice.
Yeah, I never quite got that, but you do. Okay, so it is about 9:30. So we can wrap this up if there are any questions, comments, or concerns. You've killed all the fishmen on the island between the Lighthouse people and these 2. They're all dead.
Okay, so there's no more fishermen that we have to worry about.
Right.
Island's safe. All the light boats are coming aboard.
Mm-hmm.
We saved the
no,
day, guys.
No fishermen ate those lifeboat people while they were coming their way up to get us.
It doesn't look like it now. But a couple people you can hear shouting. It seems like they found a corpse.
Whoa. All right. Let's
Well-
go check it out.
So you guys, because you guys didn't go outside. Let's see. So you find the body of another one of the lighthouse keepers, and it looks like he was killed
By fishmen.
by the fishman's needles.
Hmm.
Well, at least we know what happened.
And we know what happens when you get stuck with a needle.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have 5 of those. Yeah, I'll extract any from that other one that whose head did not explode.
Oh, sure. So you can get a total of 6 needles from him.
Ooh, 11 total. All right, cool.
Should be one more guy. I'm trying to figure out where he is.
I'll have to.
Nowhere that's
Salt.
good for him would be my guess.
He's fine. He's alive. He's at home drinking that rest of that cup of coffee.
He's at a nice big lighthouse upstate where he has plenty of room to run and play.
Well, there's
Oh my god.
right.
Oh dear.
On the
Yeah, in
north part
Albany.
of the island, there's another lighthouse, right? We heard about that.
Oh boy. No,
I'm gonna
I'm
finish
gonna
the
remember that
coffee
one.
if it's still warm.
Yep.
Does that restore sanity? Or
There we go. Yeah.
Mm. Well, and does the boat we were on require repair?
The little rowboat? No.
No, the one that was all abandoned ship.
Oh yeah, no. That one is going to. They're going to need a tugboat to pull that thing in and
Okay,
totally
so we are here on the island.
You're here to if you weather the storm on the island. The mainland's not very far. It's less than. I think it's less than half a mile, but it's just in a rowboat in the storm, you won't make it.
No.
and they'll probably see the broken lighthouse though, and eventually someone will come.
Yeah, the Coast Guard will come and investigate or something. So.
Because if they're also trying to repair their radio, they've been out of communication for a while, and after a storm, as soon as a storm
right.
up,
Can I roll to repair that radio?
Sure, electrical repair.
I'm gonna start looking for
hard
food.
Success.
Okay.
I'm gonna start getting some food together for everybody.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, there's plenty of food in the larder, and if you make the hard success, the radio crackles back to life. It wasn't too hard to fix. They were pretty close. They just needed a little more time, and the local Coast Guard can promise that they'll send someone along soon, especially if there's a large number of people and the boat sank.
I'm going to also suggest they send a special investigations unit. It looks like there's been some pretty strange stuff going on here. Maybe an exorcist.
He'll kind of.
The last one was half a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and sketch.
I was gonna say, are there still art supplies?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm gonna make my own drawing of the one that had exploded.
Okay. Sure.
From my research.
And for bragging rights.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't keep the head as a trophy mounted on the wall because the head exploded, you see.
Yes. Rather a lucky shot with my second one. There I was. Peering down, I missed. Deuced thing looked at me and I got it with the second shot. Crack in the eye. Kaboom.
Okay. Thank you very much for playing Call of Cthulhu.
I can't believe we survived.
No, you guys.
No one went crazy.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of very good successes. That fight's a lot harder if you don't know where their weak spots are, because they have crazy high armor.
Right.
And they're really strong. They're really strong and dumb. And they can paralyze you with their needles and stuff. It's not a fun fight if you don't know what you're doing.
Attacking from range was probably the best idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Apparently, they don't have many hit points either, because I did not roll that well on damage.
Or alternatively, gun hurt.
Yeah,
that's true.
And they also have lots of armor that soaks up their hit points if you're just trying to fight them. So they don't have a bunch of hit points, but they have enough that the armor does all the work. You're soaking up a couple, and if they get close enough to you, one hit from them probably kills most investigators.
Yeah, I have 10 hit points.
Yeah,
so I'm sure one hit would take me right out.
I have 16.
Knowing their weak points really threw a wrench in their plans.
I think we can end the episode on that.
Yes. Yeah, because they do a decent amount of damage per hit. Because their strength is 100.
Thank you for convincing me not to go toe to toe with those guys.
Yeah.
I forgot how nasty Call of Cthulhu is.
You would have had one chance to hit, right?
And then died.
Well, I mean, if you'd hit it right in the eye, with a surprise attack, you have the same chance of one of those attacks. And you did have a hard success with your first roll, right?
Well, I would have probably crushed its skull, and I think it actually would have been a crit. Yeah, no, I probably would have crushed its skull if I had hit on the the wrench, but still
possible. But my first shot might have hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I don't know how it works if you missed, but
important thing is we won.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you miss, there's a chance you can hit your friends. As if you miss very badly.
So I mean, that was my whole point of dude, if I'm shooting a fucking elephant gun,
which Daniel was telling me beforehand, Wally has a lot of hit points. That elephant gun still kills him.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like,
bye bye Wally.
But
fucking takes off his arm or something if it doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
You know,
my name's Holy now.
But thank you guys so much for playing. This was a lot of fun. Maybe we will see these adventures again sometime. These investigators again sometime.
I would like that. What year is Twilight Trails in?
1869.
1869.
Nice.
So, not quite...
Daniel, staying on brand.
Not quite crossover material, although part of Twilight Trails, there is a journal that someone is reading from that takes place in 1919. So, but yeah.
Maybe we'll meet, like, the really old versions of the characters.
Someone survives long enough to write a journal in 1919, so...
Anyways, but I will roll advancement if we are bringing these characters back.
Yeah, we can talk about that off stream. But
awesome.
yeah,
I don't know how that works. I don't assume any character would advance. I guess
it's actually a pretty cool part of the system. It's
like my favorite part.
If you succeed on something in the adventure, you have a chance to improve it. But you
succeed without using luck. I think
without using luck, you have a chance to improve it by essentially trying to fail another roll on it. So the lower your skill is, the more of a chance you are to improve at it.
Oh, so if I, say I did really well with my occult, and so to improve it, I would need to roll high or lower than my current score.
You need to roll higher than your current score.
I need to fail the check.
Yeah. The higher it is, the harder it is to improve. But we can do this off screen.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, outros and plugs. Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can mostly catch me here and on Twitter at JRSHU if you would like. You can also catch me, I think it's Monday, where we're doing a totally pre-recorded episode of Twilight Trails if you want more Call of Cthulhu. It's
definitely going to be pre-recorded. It won't be live. Sorry.
Won't be live.
Oh, you can... Oh my god, you guys switched it.
Reverse psychology. I'm going to make a sanity check in response to that statement, because I don't know what to think. I failed!
Oh
no! I got a 23. I'm fine.
Is there anything you'd like to plug, Timothy?
Hi, I'm Timothy. At Timothy Magic on the Twits. I stream here. I'm doing a weekend of immersive performance on Governor's Island in New York City. This weekend, it's called A Visitation. We have shows beginning at every hour, or actually every half, until about 4 o'clock. It's free. It's weird. It's like 5 different plays, sort of all overlapping, that creates this sort of. Anyway, that's what I'm doing.
That sounds awesome.
It's fun.
And Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel. You can catch me here most of the times. Sometimes you can catch me on Sunday at Horrible Barovia time, and you can follow me at LightningFast11 on Twitter, where I post about Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm Andy Hatton, at Andy Hatton. I also mostly post about Dungeons and Dragons. Be here Monday for Twilight Trails, and working out Wednesday, but right now it looks like it will be some form of crossover between Star Chasers and Task Force Unlikely, and that will be very exciting. So,
Cool.
And probably spooky. But that is to be seen, but most likely. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Task Force Unsettling.
Ooh.
Task Force Uncanny. There we go.